myself, Dr. Priti Jagwani. I'm an associate professor in the Department of Computer Science, Aribhat College, University of Delhi. So I'm glad to share that we are going to look into or we are going to delve into a new series from today, and you will be surprised to know that the topic of today's or the today's which series which we are going to begin is which is a very common buzzword nowadays, and that is nothing but AI. As we know it as artificial intelligence, and today's lecture is actually dedicated for introduction, what is AI, why is AI, how is AI. So all these things we are going to understand. So when I say artificial intelligence, so please tell me, what is the first image or what is the first thought in your mind? So when I say artificial intelligence, what I perceive it as, or what a common man perceive it as, maybe a robot standing in front of and taking the command and doing whatever is being asked for. So this is what the general perception of AI for a layman is. But AI is actually, I can say, it is an umbrella term, and it carries a lot much more meaning rather than just looking into a physical robot. So first of all, let us delve into the definition which is given by a very famous author, Russell and Norvig, in their book Artificial Intelligence. So they say AI is the study of agents that perceive an environment and act to maximize the chances of achieving goals. So that means we are having some agents. These agents are there to achieve some goals, and we want to maximize the chances of those that goal achieving. Now that goal could be anything. I mean anything random. So for example, writing an email, writing a letter, or kind of picking some parts and segregating those parts, or it could be as sophisticated as your automated taxi or a driverless taxi is. So AI basically is a study of those all agents that perceive their environment. Perceive in the sense they take the input from the environment, they sense the environment, and they are acting towards maximizing the chances of whatever goal they have been given. So basically AI, or in this particular course, what are we going to do? We are not going to build robots, we are not going to study machine learning, we are not going to study deep learning, neither NLP or something of that sort. But here we basically want to build the foundation of artificial intelligence, and for that we need to study the agents, or more specifically we can say we are going to study the intelligent agents, and then we will see that how these agents are going to store their knowledge, how these agents are going to represent the knowledge, and so on and so forth, and how they are going to use that knowledge in order to achieve their goals. So basically the key idea of artificial intelligence is to build a system that can think like humans, that can learn, and that they can act intelligently. So when I am saying act intelligently, this is the term which we are going to kind of elaborate, or we can say we actually need to build some systems that solve the problem which are traditionally done by human intelligence. So we can say that we actually want to mimic human intelligence. Okay, mimicking human intelligence is also, I can say, one dimension of artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence, if we look into the definition, so definition, as I told you, that given by Russell Norvig, says that it is the study of agents that perceive an environment and act to maximize the chances of achieving the goals. This is the definition given by the authors. And if we want to kind of look into what are we going to do in this course, as I have told you that we want to study these intelligent agents. We are not here to kind of create or build any robot. We are not here to study the deep learning, large language models. No, we are not talking about that, because those courses are very specific in terms of NLP, in terms of machine learning, or in terms of deep learning. Here, what is kind of basically goal is to look into how these intelligent agents are going to work. Now, when we say in this inception of the lecture, I told you that this is a buzzword nowadays, which is artificial intelligence, AI. Now, if we look into why AI matters, so practically, if you see all around you, AI is everywhere. So let us take some examples. So obviously, you all are kind of surfing, explore something on YouTube's Netflix. So there the recommendation system, that this kind of movie you are going to like, or this kind of series you are going to like, or even if you are kind of doing some shopping through e-commerce, so some recommendations in your list will come up. If you are surfing the YouTube, then definitely some videos of your choice will be there in the list. That is what recommendation system is. That is AI. If we talk about Siri, Alexa, all these voice assistants, that is AI. We also talk about autonomous vehicles, Tesla, that is AI, and robotic surgery of that particular disease or something of that sort, medical diagnosis or healthcare domain. AI is also there. Robotics as a separate branch of AI is also there. So basically, AI, what actually, or even the more common for students nowadays is your ChatGPT and Gemini and all other these all these kinds of AI tools. So basically, goal of AI, if I look into, is to produce that systems that perform these intelligent tasks efficiently, and these agents in one way or the another are present all around us. So that's why AI matters in today's world a lot. Now, if we say we are going to study intelligent agents, so what actually this intelligence means? So intelligence is basically having some of the capabilities which are listed here. So one of them is ability to learn from experience. So whatever previous experience or past experience has taught, one must, or the agent must learn from that, and in the upcoming scenarios of the similar type, the agent should be able to act accordingly, or reasonably, I can say. Then ability to reason logically. So for example, if A is equals to B and B is equals to C, logic says A is equals to C also. So this is what ability to reason out logically. Then definitely some problem solving capability has to be there, and also adoption to the new situations. So when we talk about meaning of intelligence, we always talk about ability to learn from experiences is the first one. Second one is ability to reason logically. Then we have the third, which is problem solving capability, and finally adoption to the new situation. So this is in a consolidated manner is actually the meaning of intelligence. And on the basis of these dimensions which comprises the meaning of intelligence, if we look into the definition or the approaches towards AI, so approaches towards AI are basically categorized by four different dimensions. One is thinking humanly, another one is acting humanly, third one is thinking rationally, and fourth one is acting rationally. So these are the four approaches on around which your AI is we can say categorized, and definitely we are going to look into all these four approaches one by one. So before going into these approaches, we also need to look into two types of AI, or yes, we can say two types of AI, which are strong AI and weak AI. So when we say weak AI, that means basically these are the machines, or these are the agents which are made to act as if they are intelligent, and these are operating in a very limited dimensions. So these are the machines, they are there for a particular dedicated task. They are able to do that particular task only, although they are kind of doing that task intelligently. But if you are going to give some let's say an agent is there for task A, and if you are going to give that agent the task B, that task will not be performed by that agent. So that's basically a what we call is weak AI. Strong AI is, uh, if we say technically, it is all those agents which are intelligent, or being intelligent, the belief that those machines are actually thinking. That means this strong AI is, I can say, operating in a very versatile manner, in the sense that so for example, strong AI or whatever the agents strong AI is having, all those agents should not be kind of limited to the task A or task B or task C. They are capable of doing versatile things, and they are capable of doing these things intelligently. So being intelligent with the belief that those machines are actually thinking, and that's why they are performing task A, task B, task C. So kind of a general versatile, I can say. So that kind of agent belongs to a strong AI. Although your strong AI is kind of in its getting matured day by day, but your weak AI, that means having an intelligence for a dedicated task or for a particular task dedicatedly, this kind of AI is quite at a mature stage. But if we talk about kind of most of the AI researchers, they don't care about the question of whether machines can think or not. It is, this question is actually kind of asking a question whether a submarine can swim or not. Or even when someone started kind of making the things being done intelligently by these agents, it is not an idea to what I can say is kind of, it is not an idea to befool a human that a human is not doing it, although a machine is doing it. So that was not the idea. So most of the AI researchers seriously don't care about the question of whether the machines can think or not. Now, before this, I was talking about the 4 dimensions of 4 approaches to AI, which are thinking humanly, acting humanly, thinking rationally, and acting rationally. Now, we need to understand all these 4 approaches. So, first of all, let us begin with your approach, which is thinking humanly. So, thinking humanly, when I am saying, it is thinking like humans. Definitely, it needs some kind of cognitive modeling, because when we are going to make some machines or some agents which are capable of thinking like humans, we are there to, or what we want to do, we want to replicate the human thought process. And because of this replication, or because of the need of this replication, what we need to study, we need to first of all study that how human thought is being generated, how human thought is being processed, or how actually your brain works. So that in only if we understand that how your brain works, then only we will be able to feed that capability inside a machine, and then we say okay, that this machine is going to think like human. And if you can see that this area or this dimension actually is based on psychology and neuroscience. And please remember that I have told you that your AI is kind of an umbrella term, and it is having too many we can say interdisciplinary faculties, interdisciplinary subjects involved in it. So based on psychology and neuroscience, we will be able to figure out that how a machine, how a human brain is working, how to replicate that human thought or process. And this is what the categorization, or this is what the dimension of thinking like humans is. It involves cognitive modeling, This cognitive modeling is kind of, we can say it is obviously it is related to field of cognitive sciences, and when we say we need to determine how humans think. So how humans thinks basically, kind of can be done in three ways. So either by introspection, or by some psychological experiments, or the third way could be, brain imaging. So these are the three ways through which you will be able to perceive, or you will be able to kind of study that how a human brain is working, or how a human is, kind of thinking. And this is closely related to the field of cognitive science, or cognitive modeling, I can say. Now the second approach, apart from thinking humanly, is acting humanly. Acting humanly is nothing but obviously acting like humans. So acting like humans means here we are, in this dimension we are going to create the machines, or create the agents which behaves like human. So basically this is, kind of more focused on the external behavior. So when we say acting humanly or acting like humans, the one dimension of this approach is based on Turing test. So now what is this Turing test? In 1950, Alan Turing basically, performed a particular test which actually, is to make, there is, once on one side of the room or outside of the room, there is an interrogator who is kind of posing some questions, and in the room someone is there who is answering, and if the answers are, kind of so correct that the interrogator or the human judge who is interacting via text is not able to distinguish that one who is answering is either a machine or a human. So that means it was a test which was proposed by Alan Turing in 1950. This human judge was interacting via text to the someone who is answering, or basically a machine who is answering, and that machine is going to pass the Turing test if it is indistinguishable from human, or I can say if the machine is indistinguishable from the human judge is able to believe that okay, the one who is answering is not the machine but is a human being. So that in that sense we can say that machine has passed that Turing test, because that is indistinguishable from the human. Now what all are the required capabilities? One is natural language processing, because the interaction is happening through the text media. Then obviously that kind of knowledge which the machine has gathered is to be represented somewhere. Some reasoning on the basis of that knowledge is to be posed, and all these kind of capabilities are actually required. And if we kind of move on to adding computer vision and robotics into it, we call it as a total Turing test. So in order to understand the concept of Turing test, let us look into on the screen that is having a figure on which one side there is a machine, and on the other side there is a human, and these machine and human are being interrogated with the help of a tester. And if the tester is not able to recognize that which one is machine or which one is human, so then we can say okay, machine has passed the Turing test. So this was actually acting humanly. Then apart from those within those four approaches, if we kind of move on to the next one, which says which relates to the dimension of rationality. So thinking rationally and acting rationally. Also when we talk about Turing test just now, there are some limitations which we need to be kind of focused on. This Turing test does not measure true understanding in a serious manner. It focuses only on imitation, and also it it also ignores the reasoning quality. If the machine is able to reason enough, the tester is happy, despite of having compromised reasoning quality, I can say. This was acting humanly and kind of thinking humanly. Now coming to towards the dimension of rationality, we have two approaches. One is thinking rationally and another one is acting rationally. So when we say thinking rationally, that means we want to feed in some logic based kind of approach within the machine, and then your machine will be able to kind of think rationally, we can say, giving the due respect to the laws of thought. But what are the obstacles when we talk about this thinking rationally approach is, it is difficult to handle uncertain knowledge and informalities which are actually informal. So that thinking rationally is that kind of dimension which believes in handling, or which believes in feeding in the logic based kind of thinking capability into the machines. Then if we say acting rationally, acting rationally is very important, because this is going to we can say build the foundation of the rational agents. So when we say the dimension of acting rationally, we are going to study the rational agents. Now what actually a rational agent is? So rationality is, we can say, or an agent that acts to achieve the best outcome is actually your rational agent. And rationality is actually more, it's more of a general concept as compared to thinking humanly, we can say. So this was acting rationally. That means all those agents which we are going to build should act rationally. And please remember that your rational is kind of it's not equals to being perfect. So in this lecture what we looked into is what actually the standard definition of AI is, and apart from that standard definition of AI, we also looked into strong AI and weak AI, and we looked into 4 approaches which are related to acting and thinking in 2 dimensions: acting humanly, thinking humanly, acting rationally and thinking rationally. And we also set the stage for the expectations of what all we are going to study in this particular course, which is basically the study of intelligent agents. This is what we are going to do. And here is a list of references which I have used in preparation of this lecture. I hope you have enjoyed this one. We will continue more on this artificial intelligence thing in my upcoming lectures. Thank you for being a patient audience. Thank you.